guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. So if you're familiar with my channel, you would know that I have been an exchange student when I was 17. So in 2017 to 2018 I was an exchange student in the States. This video was really requested. Since I was an exchange student, a lot of things has changed in my life and in myself personally, and I know there's a lot of other studying abroad students that can relate to me. If you're new to my channel, you can watch my previous video where I tell about how to be an exchange student, but there are of course other ways to study abroad than being an exchange student. So before we jump right into the point of the video, I want to thank Erasmus In School for partnering with me in this video. I am partnering with Erasmus In School because they are a portal that connects language assistants with schools and companies all over the world for free. So it's really a tool to travel and maybe study abroad if you haven't been an exchange student or gotten a chance, and if you're having a gap year or want to get some experience from being or living abroad. So basically it's a tool to find and do internships around the world, which I think is really cool. But yeah, now to the point of the video. So how has studying abroad changed my life and me? I'm sorry guys if I'm like shimmering because I had to turn my AC off because it's so loud and now I'm just sweating. So I was an exchange student in the States in 2017-2018, so I spent there a whole year. However, I've been on like mini exchanges during summer 15 and summer 16, and those both experiences changed something in my life, so the time doesn't really matter. Of course the year exchange gave me a more of things that changed in my life, but also the 3-week exchanges changed something in me definitely. So this is kind of like a combination of both of those experiences. I think the most drastic change in me was my social skills that got way better. Since I was a kid, I've always been the shy girl. I didn't even go to the grocery store alone when I was on like 4th grade, which is really odd I think. But I was just so shy and like socially anxious to go. Since I went with Rotary, I had to go to the Rotary Club. Every week I had to do like a presentation about my country, and also I did a presentation in my whole school. So I really got to practice my public speaking skills. I have never liked presentations, but after my exchange year I think I really gained some confidence of doing them because I had to do the presentation in English. So when I came back to Finland, it was so much easier when I could talk in my mother tongue. Yeah. Second thing that changed in result of my studying abroad experience was my language skills. This kind of got both ways because my English did get better when it comes to speaking wise. I learned a lot of English, but it was most of how people talk. It was slang and basically young people language. So when I came back to Finland, I realized I was using those words that we use as we speak in my essays, which is not good because you should write like really good English, like written English. I also think that my Finnish got worse because I started forgetting Finnish words and replacing them with English words. But my language skills still definitely progressed because I was talking English every single day and I learned a lot of new words. And even if you go to like Spanish or Italian or Chinese speaking country, you probably will learn the language because you will be talking it every day or listen to it every day. Third thing is the respect for my own home country changed a lot. So as you probably know, I'm from Finland, and Finland is usually described as a really good place to live. However, I think a lot of Finnish people, well, maybe jokingly, but kind of realistically say that they hate Finland because it's cold and like everything sucks here and school and everything. But after my exchange year and even during, I realized how good my home country is, and I think this goes to every exchange student. Like when you spend a year in the other country, you kind of see the differences between your own home country and the country you're staying at. For example, the United States school system, it was for me like the educational part, which is the most important part, I think really lacked. Like compared to Finland, I I hated it. So that's one thing that I really started respecting in Finland, like the educational part. Another thing that changed in me personally was that I got way more independent. Before I went on exchange, I was lazy. I didn't clean my room. Well, I cleaned, but most of the time it was just like you couldn't even see my floor in my room. I never did the dishes. I never helped around the house. But in the United States, there is a really culture where I think family is really close to each other. So they help with like chores. I had to do chores at my host family. So I did the dishes or help with the dinner or setting up the table. And I really took it and like took it to Finland and started doing those same things. One thing studying abroad really taught me to be was being strong. Living abroad alone at such a young age is not easy. And let's say I was in America, okay? Everything, the teaching, all the people spoke English. I can just imagine if I was in Spain or China, like I wouldn't understand anything. Well, Spanish some, but yeah. So I'm even lucky to understand the people from the first hand, but I can imagine the people that went on an exchange in a country where they spoke language that they never had heard of. That would be so difficult. But still, for me, it was really hard because I did not have that many friends first, and it was really hard to see who are my real friends. So it really taught me to be strong. My first day in the United States, I actually got stuck at the border and they wouldn't let me in, and I started crying and it was horrible, but I survived. So yeah, living in Finland, I have never really seen really poor people. Of course there are a little poor people, and I can see maybe a couple times a year I see homeless people, but in the States I saw homeless people all the time. I saw drug addicts, I saw really poor people, and just the diversity between like people was insane. And I started really looking things from different perspectives because I was not used to seeing homeless people on the street every day, but now I started seeing them and I realized how lucky I am to be living in Finland. Another thing kind of related to that, but in a positive way, was I really started appreciating diversity. In Finland, most of the people, at least in my school, were white. Of course, in the capital area, there are black people and Hispanic people and other races. But in my hometown, there were only white people. I think there is one black guy in my school, and we have like 600 students in my school. So it's really not a lot. In the States, I saw more black people and Latinos than I saw white people, which was really great. I really liked it. People that I met during my exchange year that were not white really taught me stuff. Like my Native American friend made me some food. It was so fun to visit their family. I learned a lot from other exchange students and like just people I saw in school every day. I think it was so nice to see a diversity of people. Because I do not see that every day in Finland. It really made me happy that I could experience that because I hadn't even realized how non-diverse Finland is. Like it's only white people here. And last but not least, I got really interested in doing an international career. I can't talk. I got really interested in doing an international career. Yes. I mean, so after 2015, when I went to England as like a little summer exchange, I really got into the whole traveling thing. But after my exchange year, I started thinking about what if I could work abroad. That was a really big thing because it's still going with me. I don't want a career where I cannot be working outside of Finland. So that's why I'm really trying to get into politics and like geography. I think it was the whole year I was kind of finding myself and looking at other studying options, and it really helped me realize what I really want to do and what I definitely don't want to do. When I realized that I want to be doing something that I can get international with. Okay guys, that was all the things that I came up to my mind today about how studying abroad has changed me. I can definitely do a part 2 of this video, but I hope you guys liked it, and thank you for Erasmus in School for being in partnership with this video. I hope you guys are having a great summer and a great day, and hope you see you in the next video. Bye!